Hello, my friends. Today we're going to review and talk about a product that I've been using since September of last year. It is March now of 2024. I got this in September of 2023. However, I've been using lasers. Uh, I've worked in the industry of laser cutting since 2008, working with the likes of imagine that laser art with Mark Williams and Joe LeMay out in Windsor, the original company. Unfortunately, I don't work with the new company, even though they live within a stone's throw away instead of 2 hours away like they originally were, um, which is fun. But I've got a lot of experience with powerful commercial machines. Fix this for you here. Powerful commercial machines that are really fast and efficient for commercial use. Um, there's a lot of settings on them and a lot of things to break. Uh, and that's what I want to really focus on as kind of like my side hustle series. If you buy a machine like this for your hobby, you're gonna want to learn on your own pace, and you're just not you don't want to be overloaded with information. And quite frankly, expensive lasers have information for too much for you to dive into. Uh, the Acmer P2 33-watt laser comes in 4 different sizes: the 10, the 22, the 33, and the 44. I heard there's a 44. I just never seen one. I hope there is one day. I would love to get it. So the P2 33-watt has a working table area of 420 millimeters by 400 millimeters. It has a 33-watt output. Built-in air assist, and Wi-Fi if you have Android. You can start and stop your files with your phone if you've got an Android phone. At the moment, they don't have anything for iPhone, which is a drag because I've got an iPhone. But let's get into this product and show you a couple of things why I think that this is the nicest way to get into the hobby. 2D design is a type of design where you're looking down from the top and you don't have to worry about an up-down axis, the Z-axis. This, like when you're routing a piece of wood that's a half an inch tall, you have to make sure you don't break your tool and stuff like that. There's a lot of things to break on a CNC router. There's not a lot of things to break on a laser router, except for finding your 0 point and keeping that 0 point in your head, so that you don't send your laser running off the table and the belts start grinding because they think that they're supposed to be going outside of the table reach. Sometimes there's soft limits set up in these machines, and sometimes there's not. Sometimes you turn them off because they restrict your design capabilities. Various reasons will send you off to grinding belts. However, 1 or 2 times of short grinds, let's say, ain't gonna hurt the belts too much. Especially as you don't have them rock solid tight like a guitar string. And when we build these machines, they come mostly fully assembled from the factory, and so these are already pre-tensioned, and the cogs for the belt are made in such a way that They look like they can, uh, you know, grind a tooth here or there without damaging anything along the way, being rubber and aluminum working together. The P2 has Wi-Fi on it if you have an Android phone. I don't have an Android phone, I have an iPhone. But I'd love to be able to turn the machine on and off, especially when I see errors or when I want to play with the um, speeds of my laser. Because, halfway after you start your laser job, there is a little playroom of power distribution. You can raise the power or lower the power, and speed distribution where you can raise your speed or lower your speed. And sometimes both of those things work in tandem. Well, they always work in tandem. And that's the differences between a commercial laser and a hobbyist or desktop laser is the fact that while you do have a lot of speed on these things, your laser might not be powerful enough to run through it. So, does that cause a problem in terms of worth? No, because a laser that goes through the wood twice, it goes twice as far. Um, we have all the abilities in the world to add extra passes to our wood burns, and the faster and more passes we make, the less of a burn mark we ultimately have at the end of the cut. So let's get into this machine. I brought this machine over to my friend Adele's house for her husband and father and mother and kids to play with. Like I said, I've got a couple of diode lasers, and I love to share the happiness of creativity, and I think that kids have a lot of troubles in life, and being a teenager was the most depressing time in my life. And if I could help at least one teenager, uh, you know, break out of that cycle of depression through creativity, it would mean the world to me. It really would. So let's get into this before I start crying. Now, one of the most pleasing things of teaching somebody how to design for a laser is that first project that they make, that first thing that they want to share with the world. And usually that thing they want to share with the world is love. The love of my daughter. I want to make her a book. I want to put a message that she'll remember forever, and she can keep this book forever for all her little secrets. You put your stuff in it. You remember that skit? Well, the point is that Adele had brought over her friend and her daughter and her parents into the room because they are also crafters as well. And all of them all had ideas to immediately integrate into the plan. And it was so easy for Adele to put the customized words and the letter T for the daughter's name, and then we made a couple of other items. This thing it really hit the heart right away, and these people all got closer on that day, and when they come over to use the laser, because I gave them the full pass to come over and use the laser anytime they want, they have that ability to share something from their soul, a feeling. Mm-hmm. And how do you share a feeling with somebody that you've maybe lost touch with? Maybe this is the kind of thing that can connect you. But on a side hustle matter, this machine immediately had these people talking about what they could do with the machine. the things that they've been dreaming of over the last year. The father said he wanted to make a sign for his business, so we started making logos. I want to make some bottle openers because my brother drinks and I don't talk to him too much, so it'd be really cool if I could make him something that made us, have a better relationship. More than anybody else's. Now, during this meeting, the father said, I've got a logo I'd like to put on all my wood turnings because he's got a wood lathe. And I said, well, let's do it. And we used light burn to tile out the design that we made for his logo. The logo took all but 5 minutes to make. And we tiled it out using the tiling option in the software. Soon after, we were already thinking to ourselves, well, let's have a constant zero, a zero that so that the laser goes back to the same spot every time, and we can put a pen into a jig and then write onto that jig with perfect accuracy every single time. So we made ourselves a board to lock in the zero, as so to speak. Then once again, we went over to Google Images and copied an image so that we could bring it into Lightburn and change a couple little bits of it. We changed the L and the C on this design and lasered it out for the father's brother. And then I turned around and showed him some good old techniques from our hobby. By the way, that's Bob CNC Quantum 24-inch square router CNC. We'll be reviewing that soon. Well, we ended our neighborhood clinic with pretty much the whole neighborhood by etching a stone. We wanted to put the new baby daughter's name into a stone for forever keepsakes. See, that's the thing about these lasers. When you start a side hustle or your hobby, when you make something with this laser, it's a forever memory. It's something that you made with your hands or your mind or your friends' needs and wants, and you provided. It helps you provide. It might be cheap and there might be better machines out there, but the limit switches on this machine make it unique, make it more accurate than any other diode laser out there on the market. Mark my words. And, well, you know, out of all the diode lasers that I've tried, Sculpt Fun, I'll name them, or Tour, Creality, Long Mill, or Longer. There's two more that I tried, but I can't remember their names. The Acmer P2 had these limit switches on it that have so little play in them that the accuracy of your zero is the same every time almost, and that's beautiful. So that's our review of the Acmer P2 33-watt laser. I think it's the top-notch laser out there. I've tried a lot of them, and this limit switch thing is fairly unique. In fact, I've never had the accuracy that I have uh, on the Acmer on any other machine. They all have floating zeros, so to speak. Like when the project is done, the mistake is that you have the project go to finish, and then in the software you have the software tell it to return to home, which will send it back to the limit switches, which will send it off into a arbitrary zero somewhere. And we don't want that. We want the machine to know exactly where it is after the job is done, just in case we have to go over the design one more time or two more times, God forbid. It's actually a very important point. And this is the only laser that I've seen do it. You can mitigate these flaws in other lasers, and we'll get that into their videos. We don't have to put it into the Acmer video because it's not necessary. And then this machine is so good, obviously, I'm going out and doing neighborhood clinics with people all over the place around town to teach them how to use the laser with the Acmer, not with the other machine that I bought myself or the machine that was given to me by the very same company. I've got two of the same machine. Oh, I gave one away to a Patreon member, but you know what I mean. Hopefully. So until next time, my friends, please, if you're interested, we've got a patreon.com/Ron Perry. Uh, I've had it up for 10 years. It's been dying for 5. I've got 5 patrons left. Uh, and hopefully we'll get some more in the future so that we can get more of this stuff out because I'm in a worse place financially than I was before. I'm almost to the point where I'm gonna start selling machines because just be able to put some food on the table. But that's what the hot side hustle is all about. And just taking a little bit of time out of that side hustle to share with you the better points of the Acmer P2 laser engraver. It really is a buy. This is a buy. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope you have a great day. Uh, uh, please like and subscribe. Press the like button. YouTube's different these days. I've got content that they like, but if you don't do the song and the dance and the rigmarole, ragamuffin. Let's uh let's do the things. Like it, subscribe it, press the notification button. Thanks guys for watching, and you guys have a great day. Happy crafting.